95, 96, 97.3 Citi FM. It doesn't get any better than that. Eyewitness News. Be there as it happens.
Citi News.
It's 17:30 GMT. This is Eyewitness News on 97.3 Citi FM. I am Umaru Sanda Amadu. Tonight I'm here with
Eno Safo.
And coming up over the next 90 minutes.
Ralph did this to me. He hit me with the phone with the fist, and I even dodged a couple of the fists in it. But right now I have a dislocation on my shoulder, some headaches and body pains.
That's a nurse at the Ridge Hospital speaking about a week ago. Today, the Ministry of Health's committee investigating the recent Ridge Hospital debacle issued its report and has dismissed claims that a nurse was assaulted by the people who invaded the hospital. Listen.
There was no evidence of fracture to her left wrist or dislocation of her right shoulder joint as documented in her medical records. She was treated with pain relief, bed rest recommended, and received psychological support.
We have the two sides of the story and what the committees report here on Eyewitness News. Also, coming up, government imposes 6 p.m. to 6 a.m. curfew on Sola, Tuna, Kalba towns in the Savannah region following tragic land dispute that claimed 6 lives. And later on Eyewitness News,
Richard Jakba has been seen preambulating the Akwetia with soldiers threatening some indigents to leave.
I will show that violence is not violence.
the war of words between the NDC and the MPP ahead of next week's by-election in Akwetia. Stay with 97.3 Citi FM for more on this and many other stories on Eyewitness News. And in business,
Bank of Ghana tightens foreign currency rules to curb money laundering.
That's in 50 minutes from the Citi Business Desk. Eyewitness News is live across Ghana on a number of affiliate stations. In the Wa Township, we are live on Bugli Radio 88.6 FM. In Zwarungo, we are on Word 88.3 FM. In Yendi, we are on Dasuma 99.1 FM. In Aflao, we are on Holy 98.5 FM. In Eastern Region in Somania, we are on Right 90.1 FM. We are in Kumasi on Orange 107.9 FM. In Sunyani, we are on Greener 95.9 FM. In Takrady, we are on Sky 93.5 FM, Beach 105.5 FM, and Premier 100.5 FM. We are live on YouTube and live on Facebook, and we are interactive. Join us with your messages 0549 986 996. 0549 986 996. Last week, Sunday, news emerged that there was an assault on staff of the Ridge Hospital by a group of men led by a gentleman known as Ralph. Subsequent to that, the Minister for Health went to the hospital and he directed a committee to investigate that alleged assault. The subsequent events include a nurse who came on the media space speaking about what happened to her. Her name is Rejoice Chocho Bote. Now, she's a rotation nurse at the Ridge Hospital, and she claimed that she was assaulted by the gentleman known as Ralph St. Williams and some riders who came to the hospital. It became a national issue. Tonight, the committee that was tasked by the Minister of Health and the Ministry of Health to investigate the matter is out with its report, suggesting that the nurse may not have suffered a fracture, and the video that we saw her with a sling over her hand may not have been accurate. Let's listen first what the nurse said to journalists when she spoke to them wearing what was a sling or a bandage at the time, and then I'll tell you what the report really said. Let's listen to her.
Why should we get a hospital cast? because his name must be in the system. Once his name is tied in the system, it should everything should pop up. And my interest anyway, it's not done like that in Ghana. There he was angry because he was told it's not done that is not done in Ghana. And he started insulting us. We don't want Ghana to progress. Then he brought out the film. But initially I did a pressure dressing for him. In his finger that he said it was bleeding. It had bled. The blood had dried.
Okay.
So I just had to put a dose on his so that he knew assured me. He wasn't happy about it, so he took off the dressing I did for him.
Okay.
Then I approached him and I told him that I've done a dressing for you, so the patient, we have 2 trauma cases and other cases too are there. We want us to leave them. He got angry and he started yes. So he did this to me. And then when he went out, I don't know where the guys came from. Most of the health workers saw them earlier, so they had leave. I didn't see them. And then they, from my back to my chest, and then they were just...
Did they push you? Were you pushed? What did they do?
Yes, I was hit. I don't know if it was a fist, a tap. I can't describe the...
What happened to your hands?
Raphael, I don't know, Raph did this to me. He hit me with the phone with the fist, and I even dodged a couple of the fists. They hit me. But right now I have a dislocation on my shoulder and some headaches and body pains.
So that's Rejoice Chocho Bote. She is a rotation nurse at the Ridge Hospital, speaking last week to journalists at the Ridge Hospital, narrating what happened to her. Tonight, the headline is Ridge Hospital Assault, Key Findings of Investigations Report. That's what we have on our website. Story by Abigail Arthur. And Enu and I are going to take turns to read it for you so you understand blow by blow what the committee found and its recommendations. The story says the Ridge Assault Investigative Committee has presented its findings to Health Minister Kwabena Minta-Kando following the August 17, 2025 incident at the Greater Accra Regional Hospital's Emergency Department. The incident sparked public outcry after video footage of the alleged assault went viral. Below are the key findings of the committee. No delay in emergency care. The committee confirmed that there was no delay in attending to the patient with a suspected head injury, contrary to claims that sparked the confrontation. However, it found that all diagnostic imaging equipment, that's X-ray, CT scan, and MRI, at the emergency department were non-functional. As a result, tests had to be done outside the facility, causing delays in treatment and contributing to public frustration. No confirmed physical assault, but verbal altercation recorded. Video evidence submitted to the committee showed a verbal altercation between Mr. Ralph St. Williams, some riders, and hospital staff. However, no video or eyewitness account confirmed a physical attack. The alleged victim, Miss Rejoice Chocho Bote, a rotation nurse, reported pain in her left hand the day after the incident. Her medical records confirmed she had no fractures or dislocations and was treated with pain relief and psychological support. Security found to be inadequate. The committee concluded that security at the emergency department was grossly inadequate. At the time of the incident, only one private security officer was on duty per 12-hour shift, which was deemed insufficient given the volume of patients. Although a police post exists not on the hospital premises, it is located far from the emergency department, making emergency response time slow. The hospital often relies on the Adabraka Police Command to restore order during incidents. Severe staff shortages. The report highlighted a critical shortage of medical personnel at the Ridge Hospital. In August, only one medical officer per shift was assigned to the emergency department, with a total of just 7 medical officers and 2 specialists for the entire month. Among 88 nursing staff meant to work at the emergency department monthly, only 54 were at post, with 34 having vacated their positions without replacements. This has significantly strained the hospital's capacity to manage emergency cases. Emergency department overstretched. The emergency department was described as extremely busy, operating at nearly 100% bed occupancy at all times, and receiving most of the trauma and acute medical cases in the Greater Accra region. The situation has worsened with no functioning hospital in La, pushing more patients towards the Greater Accra Regional Hospital, also known as REACH. Now, the response from Ralph St. Williams has also been captured, and Eno will share with us what the committee said.
Ralph St. Williams' response. Mr. Ralph St. Williams, the man at the center of the incident, initially agreed to a phone interview through his lawyer, but later declined and instead submitted a written report and 4 video exhibits. In his statement, he denied physically assaulting any staff or seeing others do so. 2. Admitted being provoked by comments made by a nurse. 3. Said his video recordings were aimed at highlighting delays, not targeting patients. And 4. Provided Facebook live footage as part of his evidence. Recommendation. The committee, stemming from the finding, proposed the following. Security and surveillance. 1. Increase security presence at the emergency and ambulance areas by adding at least 1 more security officer. 2. Ensure the emergency department gate is always manned by security personnel. 3. Expand CCTV coverage in and around the emergency department unless privacy concerns prevent it, to improve monitoring and accountability. 4. Deploy police officers, especially during weekends and night shifts, to support private security at the emergency department. Staffing. 5. Recruit more clinical staff specifically dedicated to emergency care at the Greater Accra Regional Hospital. 6. Hire additional administrative managers to serve as client service or customer care officers in the emergency department. Diagnostic equipment. Repair or replace non-functional imaging equipment such as X-ray, CT scan and MRI machines at the Greater Accra Regional Hospital. Health system strengthening nationwide. Build human resource capacity for comprehensive emergency care across the country. Increase the number of secondary level health facilities in every region. 10. Support health facilities to acquire affordable diagnostic equipment to reduce delays and dependence on referrals. 11. Promotes continuous public engagement and education about the role and function of emergency departments. And 12. Ensure all health professionals adhere strictly to established emergency care protocols.
So that is the summary of the report from the committee that was set up by the Minister of Health to investigate the issue of assault on nurses, or a nurse rather, and we have pictures of that nurse wearing a sling, holding her hand, apparently a dislocated hand, based on what she said to us earlier. And now the report of the committee is suggesting that there was no fracture. So I recall from the voice she mentioned a dislocation. The committee said there was no fracture and that he was treated and discharged. Let's hear from the Ministry of Health further on this matter. Tony Goodman is spokesperson of the Ministry of Health. Tony, you're welcome to Eyewitness News.
Thank you, Sandra.
I'm trying to place this properly. Is it a vindication of a position that was held, or a disappointment in what was expected? On the one hand, your staff at the hospital have said they were assaulted. The committee you set up has come out to say, wait a minute, there was verbal assault but not physical assault, which means it is not as aggravated as it was earlier anticipated. Where do you stand as a ministry on the findings?
Thank you very much. Good evening to our listeners. Where we stand is where the report stands. This is a fact-finding committee put together by the ministry. And I'm sure the work of the committee is clear. There were issues of assault. The committee went into that, and we can report that that wasn't the case, or we've not received any corroborative reports regarding that. The footages that came to the committee did not review that. The persons who appeared before the committee did not see any of that. So we came to the finalization conclusion that the committee cannot collaborate on that particular incident.
So, in summary, was it the case that there was no assault, or there was, but it was exaggerated?
The findings pointed to the fact that there was no physical assault, but there were some altercation, some verbal assault, some disturbances around the emergency area of Ridge Hospital.
Okay, my attention has just been drawn to the fact that you were part of the committee. So this work that was done, you were part of the work that was done.
That's correct.
Okay. Now, did you interview the nurse in question? Did you, aside seeing her health records, did you interview? I've seen that the committee said you attempted to hear from Ralph by interview, but you ended up getting a written statement from him. Did you hear from the nurse?
We spoke to every staff, or apart from the men who came in, who came with Ralph. We've spoken with everybody who was opposed on that day, including the nurse who was seen in a bandage. We've also spoken with Ralph and his lawyer, and then we can see that every person who is supposed to be contacted, we made contact with such persons.
Yeah, but the lady herself, Rejoice, she was interviewed at the committee level.
Yes, we interviewed her.
At the committee, did she maintain what she said in the media interview about having a dislocated shoulder or hand?
Yes, she maintained that she was beaten. She was assaulted by some gentlemen at the OPD or the emergency area. But we can review that we have since not come to the realization or any finding of that particular incident. All the nurses or medical officers who are put that they cannot see that they saw anything of that nature. The medical report of the facility did not also corroborate what she said. So we have to arrive at this conclusion.
Is there a possibility that she was indeed and in fact assaulted? However, no camera captured that and no eyewitness saw that, or even if any eyewitness saw that, no eyewitness was willing to corroborate that story?
What we have seen and reviewed, the document we have reviewed, is what we have put out there. What she may have thought, what she thinks, that we cannot see.
So it's possible that she has indeed been assaulted?
We can't say that, but we have not seen any footages. We have not gotten any person who was actually accused that day to corroborate his statement.
Yes, so but my question is that because it sounds as if you are very emphatic that she was not assaulted, where there's a possibility that she may have been assaulted, but there's no video.
Read the findings. We said that we have not seen. We have not seen till now, we have not seen. If you have any footage today, maybe our judgment may be different. But we have said that we have not seen any report till today. We have also not gotten anybody to come and corroborate her story. All the officers at posts on that day said they did not see anything of that sort. So you can agree with me in that it will be difficult for us to assume and also imagine that there will be some footage or documents that may come later. Where we are now, we have said that there is no footage, there is no report. So we stand here until there is any other contrary view or evidence to this fact.
What this means that to the best of your knowledge, she has not been assaulted.
We've done an extensive work and believe that well and purpose we have done a good work, and we believe that our judgment is right.
Has this report been given to her? What has been her reaction following your finding?
The minister is the one who commissioned the work. We have submitted a report to the minister.
Okay. Now let me move you away from being a member of the committee to being the chief spokesperson of the health sector. Why would she make the claim that she made? And if it turns out to be false, based on everything you have gathered so far, until some contrary evidence emerges later, why would you think she did what she did? And if it turns out that it was false, are there measures that have to be taken against her?
I don't know how your system is. Somebody feels that maybe verbal attack could have some psychological effects, and that psychological effects may also lead to some body pain and all that, and would want some remedy or medication given. That was done when we looked at the report. Counsel, she's been counseled, and then some painkiller was given on the following day, not the said day, though, the following day. I would believe that should let matters rest. Maybe she felt some pain, and that has been given, and we have gone into the matter to see what we can do to strengthen and improve service. We have actually done that. We'll leave the rest to the Honorable Minister and a team that may be doing the implementation of the various recommendations, and then think that should strengthen our system. The other ones, we will have to leave it to the other institutions that may be interested.
So she was seen by a doctor in the same hospital, correct?
Yes, on the following day, which is Monday.
And the records,
Monday afternoon,
and you asked for those records, and you poured through those records, and
yes, we actually collected every record on that said day, the following day, and then the third day, including the CCTV cameras of the place for all these days.
Considering that you have talked about challenges with staff and doctors, is it possible that she never got to see a doctor because of the because of the low numbers of doctors you have there, maybe? So she may not have been seen. And
no, she never did what?
She never got to be seen by a doctor, so it could be her word again.
Oh no, she works at an emergency, and then if it's an emergency, the emergency medical team have taken care of her.
Okay. Finally,
so the report says that she came back and was seen on Monday, not a Saturday.
Okay. But we have seen her in the video where she did that interview with a sling over her shoulder holding her hand, which is done for people who have either a fracture or dislocation or maybe a broken arm. She's a health professional. She knows at what stage a person should wear that particular sling. If she was not injured to necessitate her having that on her arm or shoulder, why did she have it? Did you ask her that?
say why she's doing what she did. Maybe she has a reason, and you cannot fault her, but the committee has come out clearly to say this is what we have found.
But you could have asked her that, we've seen that you are. When she came before the committee, was she still wearing that thing on her?
Yeah, we went to her at the bedside. We went to her to talk to her.
Oh, she was she was in a hospital bed.
Yes, she was in the hospital when we went to talk to her.
But what you've described is not something that should warrant someone being admitted to a hospital bed, is it?
Yes, what we have seen, what the records revealed, actually point to that fact. But we didn't know why all of these things happened. We were surprised to also see the report that proved that she didn't have any serious injury, the records, the doctor's record, and then just opposing that with her own comments. We thought there was some a clear deviation from what she told the committee. However, we are only finding fact. We can't go and be doing cross-examination, re-examination, and all that. We just have to let the public know what exactly we find out, and then leave it at that.
But Tony, you have been in the health sector for close to 20 years, based on what I know. I mean, can someone just go and carry a sling, put over their shoulder, and go and lie in a hospital bed if the hospital does not properly admit them? And would the hospital admit you to be in a bed if you don't have to be in a bed? We know there's outpatient department and inpatient department. If you're not qualified to be in the inpatient department and even be given a bed in this era of difficult bed or no bed syndrome, why would someone be found lying in a bed with a sling over her arm or her shoulder when medically she's not supposed to be? There's a problem there too, don't you think?
Yes, there is a problem, because if for whatever reason she feels that she needs to be admitted, a medical doctor must do that, and that must be recorded in the system. Whatever you do, you need an evidence to prove whatever you do. The medical doctor said he was sane and discharged and allowed to go. She went home, came back. So maybe she could come back and decide to lie on the bed, and then maybe she feels tired or something and wants to lie on the bed. But the records we have is that she was seen.
Tony,
yes.
But the hospital, in fact, if I have relatives on admission and I go to visit them, nurses insist that I don't even sit on the bed that the patient.
That's correct.
They say that the bed is just for the patient. So I do not think that the beds in the hospital wards are for siesta, where a nurse would decide that I just want to go and lie down. I think there's something missing in this story in here, that you met her lying in bed. Did she sit up to talk to you, or she spoke to you while lying down?
Yes, so that is what we have done. The missing link. You may not have the opportunity of getting that hospital record. That's why we went into this work, got the record, and then we realized that the record must admit you. You must be admitted by a doctor. You can't just go and lie on any bed and then expect that you'll be taken care of. You must be admitted. And I'm saying that the system did not admit her. The system did not get her to stay all the periods. So anytime we go there, even the day we went there, she was actually at the the client's area where the nurses sit, or the nurses' desk. That's where she was when the minister went there. Another time when we went, she was lying on another bed. So, but all of this, maybe she feels that she wants to relax. But we can say on authority that the doctor, they did not actually admit her. The doctor says that she felt some tenderness. Tenderness means that attach his edges, but the arm was not dislocated. There was no severe fracture. So these were all in the hospital records. So that is what we worked with, including getting people to come and talk. So if I come and I tell the committee that we did not see anybody bitter, and we go into the records, and the record says that there is no fracture, which one should we take? Then this one corroborates the other one, so we take that.
Okay, someone has sent me a question. I wanted to just pass it on to you. The person says, can you access her medical reports or records without a court order?
This is our system. This is a system we have put together. So, and the system is with us. For us to improve upon that system, we need to go into it and do the right thing. We did not give this record to anybody. It's still the Ministry of Health that has the record that decide to bring a matter to rest and also improve upon the service and not allow people from anywhere to just come and then walk into an area. So all of these things has helped us to deal with the security aspect of our emergency area, to deal with this matter, to bring matters to rest, and also to improve upon our staff strength and make sure that diagnostics are provided for hospitals so that they can take care of the people that come to them to reduce some of these delays that we saw.
Okay. Someone has just sent me a message saying that there are about one or two beds reserved for staff of the hospital when they need to. So there's a possibility that that's a bed that this person was lying on. Can you confirm that she was lying in a bed in the ward, or it's the one for the reserved nurses?
I don't want to go into this bed issue, but I said she was lying down when we went there. I can say that the records and the people there said they did not see anything of that nature. The doctor who saw her on the following day, which is a Monday, said she did not see any fracture after the x-ray. There was no dislocation, but there was some tenderness, meaning that she, according to her, if you touch her, but there is no actually confirmation of that by the medical equipment there. So that is where we are. There is no beating, as the report suggested. There is also no delay, as Ralph claimed that there was delay that led to what they did at that place. There was no delay because the medical officers were actually calling ambulance to come and actually refer the person to a diagnostic center for diagnostic to be carried out. The security there was weak.
Okay.
We have to improve upon our security. We need to look, if possible, get Ghana police around that area to assist during weekends. The report has also said that let's improve upon diagnostics. Let's get what do you call
I've summarized the report right from my list. Just a few things to.
Okay.
A nurse has sent me a message. He said tenderness means something happened. She was on the 4th floor with other patients and she was kept away because of security reasons. What do you say to that?
No, if you touch me and I said I'm feeling pain, I go further to get a diagnostic, and the diagnostic says otherwise. Maybe the doctor is the one who will tell you this is the reason why, but in this report, the doctor said there is no fracture, so we'll leave it at that.
Very well. I just have one more question. The over 30 or so nurses who have left duty without
32.
Yes, over. What would you do about them?
So the minister has asked a team to quickly start implementing, and I believe that team will advise the minister going forward whether to get other officers from other wards or areas to come and augment the staff strength, or those who are home will get the Ministry of Finance to give us financial clearance for us to get them on board, or any other suggestion the committee may bring up. I'm sure the minister will be amenable to that.
Thank you. Thank you so much for speaking to us. That's Tony Goodman.
I'm grateful, my brother.
Tony Goodman speaks for the Ministry of Health. This is Eyewitness News on 97.3 Citi FM.
Eyewitness News. Be there as it happens.
Oh, jump on now. Go. Go me. And what time when you come back where I don't hear the sound of your car? Why you buy new car? No, I don't change my car. It be the same ride. It be the fuel way I change. Way one shouts it. Ever since I started using the all-new Excellium Premium Fuel, fortified with 3-in-1 action. Oh, Joe, now my car they run like electric car. No, so this is the type of fuel where they want to. Because now engine they cost. Where they want for way if I buy it, it will protect my engine. And with the small way I buy, I go drive, sir. Absolutely. It's like strapping a turbocharger to your engine and giving it a protector. And what they boss my mind says be the 3-in-1 action. No, Excellium they prevent up to 99% of deposit. It be anti-wear, some be anti-corrosion. Won't pay way now, Hey, so where can I find this magical fuel? Just head over to any Total Energy service station and your car will thank you. Hey, they make a finish Magobe fast, then rush go Total Energies. My friend, but why you have the Magobe inside? I give you info. Make a fill the Gobe too small. Go! And Excellium is designed to protect your car engine, decrease fuel consumption, and lower CO2 emissions. Don't say fuel, say Excellium. Choose Excellium, choose quality.
Like a fiesta on my side, I'm all wrapped up, and all I think about is my pay. I get classic, I get body, I get stronger, also fruity. Of course, all not to take me longer, skin to skin, no. All I need is my extra thing, doing so big. So goes on the glow and keep the vibe 100 with no party plans. Fiesta, wrap it up.
Wrap it up with Fiesta condoms. Comes in 9 different variants to spice up your game. Available in any pharmacy near you.
Prevents STIs and unintended pregnancy when used correctly.
This advert is FDA approved.
Wrap it up. Luck is everywhere for everyone. Yeah.
The winning season is back, but this time I am collecting the wins like jollof at a wedding. The luckiest season 3 is here. Your chance to flip your luck or maybe your bank accounts too.
2 easy ways to join. Dial *712#. Hit 1 to buy for you or 2 to gift a friend. Feeling lucky? Pick 1 for a random number or hit 2 to choose your own. Pay with mobile money. Done. You're in.
Or go to the luckiestafrica.com, click community tickets, choose your number or let the system do so for you. You can buy a ticket for your boo or your favorite barber. Pay with Momo or card if you're abroad.
1 ticket could turn your 1 Ghana Cedi into 500 times more. And the whole community could win 10 times over.
Dial *712# or log on.
Let's get lucky together because luck is everywhere.
Play responsibly. Not for persons under 18 years. This promotion is regulated by the NLA on the Caritas platform.
Let your voice be heard on Eyewitness News on Facebook at facebook.com/Citi97.3, Twitter at twitter.com/Citi973, and Instagram at instagram.com/Citi973 with the hashtag Eyewitness News.
You're welcome. This is Eyewitness News on 97.3 Citi FM. Next week, Tuesday, the people of Akwetia would go to vote to select a new person to be their member of parliament. That by-election is coming up. Ahead of that, there have been a war of words of a sort between the NDC and the NPP. There was a press conference by the NPP today addressed by the Director of Communication. Earlier, there was a video by Deputy General Secretary of the NDC, Mustafa Gbande. He was speaking during a campaign tour in Akwetia. He's joined us on the line. Mustafa Gbande, you're welcome to Eyewitness News.
Hello.
Hello, good evening. Welcome to Eyewitness News.
Good evening, sir. Thank you so much for having me.
Violence begets violence. It's a popular refrain we have heard in the past, which refrain was condemned alongside or die be die. Why are you using this refrain at a by-election campaigning ground?
Well, so thank you very much, Mara. One, I dare say that the NDC, which I represent, it's on all uncertain times. It's chewing violence. We are prepared defensively. We are going to abide by law, cooperate with all security agencies to ensure that it's a violence-free election. And so that statement itself was couched by your own news outlet. But the conversation we're having was to the extent that at no point will the NDC encourage any of our supporters. That statement in itself has been echoed by the national chairman, who is the leader of our party, that violence will not be part of this election. But just in case, anybody foments violence, we will not watch for our members to be victims. We will defend, protect any single member of the NDC that will participate in this election. We will protect the voter. We will protect the votes that people will cast in favor of the NDC. That is what my statement means. That, first of all, you have seen that even our supporters who accidentally got involved in the Abdelkumanov election are facing prosecution. That is an example of a government that will not tolerate, that will not characterize any election with violence. And that will also mean that other persons who have participated in any electoral violence being used to perpetuate any election violence, that person would have to be dealt with equally as our party members are being dealt with. So that is also the meaning of that statement I'm giving. Beyond that, you know who I am. I will just as much help systems to work and function properly. And as we speak, on the ground, the MPP executives are not there. So they are campaigning in Accra. But we are on the ground. We are speaking to even NPP members. Because this election is about development. It doesn't add up to the electoral statistics that we have. Because it will not change the numbers in Parliament. Those numbers have already been made. But this election will determine the gravity, the responsibility of development that will come to Akotia constituency. President Akufo-Addo Akotia was he failed to develop the place. Bad road network, even in the areas where we have populated Achim communities. He failed to develop the place. We are here saying that we need that seat for the person who is a member of parliament to be able to partner with government. And so the NDC have deployed every strategy humanly possible for us to win this election. We are not going to sleep to have excuses to cause us to win. We would win through hard work. We would win through engaging. We will win with every strategy that is legal, every strategy that is politically wise. We would win by that strategy. Okay.
I'm going to take you back to the violence begets violence bit, because that really is the issue. It is as simple as it sounds. We know what violence is. If you visit violence on somebody, violence is going to be visited on you. That is what it means when you say violence begets violence. So in Akwetia, on Tuesday, if someone slaps you, that's violence, or uses a machete to strike you, you are going to strike back, based on the provisions of Matthew 26:52, where this phrase originally comes from.
Well, do you then encourage that it is expedient for anybody to slap another person?
No.
Is it lawful?
Yes, but because you visit, yes, so then you report the violence to the police. You don't visit the violence back on the person.
I'm just believing that no one will be demon possessed to be violent, and so the election is going to be violence free. The police will do their work. But if for any chance anybody becomes demonically infected and extends same to innocent persons, I can assure you that person's rights will be protected.
Yes, Musarab, if you had said that violence would beget reporting to the police.
No, I'm not a type of person that if you...
No, but I'm just saying that. So simply what you have said is that if someone is attacked, they should attack back. That is what you
Why
have
would
said.
anybody attack?
So if someone is attacked, they should attack back.
Maybe it may be in the interest of self-defense.
Okay, so that's what you are preaching on Tuesday.
No, but you have the videos that the videos with which you are making references to. And if you follow those videos, you will see clearly that what conversation we are having is situated in a context different from the conversation we're having. But I can tell you that if anybody for any reason want to put the law in their hands, then that person will be dealt with equally to what he does. Nobody is going to be a pastor and nobody is going to sit back and allow their rights to be trampled upon. You have heard our colleagues from the MPP, even though they are not in the constituency campaigning, threatening violence, threatening they will beat NDC people, threatening they will retaliate Ablekumanov. Did you call the MPP out? And so when you make all of these statements, you don't expect that we go into a by-election where we cannot equip and prepare the mindset of our people to defend themselves. We will do that. The police will protect the election. The police will do their work.
So what will be the use of the police if the citizens can defend themselves anyway? Tell me.
I am a citizen of Ghana. Beyond what the police will do for me, I also have the right to defend myself. Is it not law? Is it not law? Don't I have the right to defend myself?
Okay. Next issue.
Did the law say that when you see somebody coming to slap you, you should tie your hands behind your back and allow yourself slap because it's a police officer, so that you go to the police? That's not the law.
Very well. Thank you. I'm not going to educate you on the law. I'm sure you know the law already. Last question. The MPP called a press conference today and they said Richard Jakpa was seen in town moving with armed military personnel. What's happening?
Is he a monster? Are you talking about a monster or a human being? Richard Jakpa is an officer of the state. He's an officer of national security. National security at every point in time have oversight in any part of this country, even where funerals are organized. State security and intelligence agencies have oversight.
So do we know?
Is it wrong?
So what was he doing there with the soldiers?
Well, shouldn't he do his work because it's a by-election?
So
shouldn't he work?
So what was he doing? What was his work in the constituency with the soldiers?
Why didn't you ask the MPP what they saw Jakpa doing?
They said they saw him with an armed military officer and they are not comfortable with that.
But who said we are going to do the MPP's bidding? Who said they should be comfortable? And who said they will be comfortable in this election? Okay. Are we going to be doing their bidding? Is that the MPP's bidding you are doing? You are not doing the MPP's bidding. You are just simply being an objective journalist. And I'm saying that MPP will sit in Accra and be shouting on rooftops, blaming others for them to win an election. That is not how to win an election.
All right. Thank
you. Jakpa, who addressed the press conference, I can assure you, have not been to Akotia since this by-election was declared. I am here in Akotia constituency. Okay. I am working. We are engaging with their own party members to win the election.
Okay. Thank you.
And we haven't got excuses. Now, before we go, let me ask you, is it even alien that national security got involved in elections? Or national security loses its efficacy or oversight on national elections? The law is that the police remain the officers or the entity to oversee, to ensure the protection of elections. But it doesn't, invalidate the responsibility of other state agencies to have an oversight on other issues that will partake in specific areas where elections are being organized.
So it was not wrong that the soldiers were at the voting centers in the elections of 2020?
We are not. The election is not today.
Oh, okay.
Isn't it?
All right.
The election is on the 2nd.
Very well. Thank you.
And for every situation, are preparatories leading to date of elections. And on that election day, you remember that even that is why Monday, nobody is supposed to campaign, because on election day, the police takes full responsibility of the protection of the day of election. And I'm saying that, is it alien for national security to have an oversight of as far as their work is concerned? I was by wagon by election. In fact, national security actually released weapons, trained people, clothed them to go and beat people. The MPP saw no wrong with that.
Okay. Let's leave it here.
Today we are not having that conversation just because the head of Japan, they are running away.
Let's leave
Do they have anything to hide?
Thank you. Thank you so much for speaking to us. That's Mustafa Gbande, his Deputy General Secretary of the NDC. Richard Ahiagba is the one who called the press conference earlier. He's Director of Communications of the NPP. You're welcome. You said you saw videos of Richard Jakpa in the constituency with a military officer. Mustafa is explaining that this is a preparatory activity ahead of the by-election on Tuesday, and that the military are doing their work. Richard Jakpa, an officer of the state, is just doing his work. There's nothing to be worried about.
Well, I think your line is coming in faint. Unfortunately, I didn't hear my brother Mustafa Gbande carry on the conversation with you, but I'm sure he was denying that my namesake Richard Jakpa was in.
He didn't deny. He said that even if Richard Jakpa was seen there, he was simply doing his work as an officer of state, and that if a soldier is seen there, a soldier was just engaging in possibly preparatory work ahead of the by-election, and that today isn't the by-election day. So if you see a soldier there, it doesn't mean anything, unlike what you did in 2020 and also
Omar, you're a very skilled journalist, and I know that you know Mustafa denied it, that he was there.
No, I'm saying he didn't deny that.
What he said amounts to a denial. That's just the point I'm making.
No.
He said that even if he was there, the question was that was he there? You should say yes or no. But even if he was there, what is the meaning of that? He hasn't answered your question, and I'm telling you that he has denied it. But the incontrovertible fact is that Richard Jakpa has been in the constituency, met people, trying to nudge them and get them to vacate town. He's doing a lot of things there that he shouldn't be doing necessarily as a state operative. He's deeply involved in this campaign. And if you hear Mustafa, my good brother, talk, it tells you there is a certain connection and coordination with the security setup and the NDC. He says that they are bringing victims from here and there. In what capacity? To cause who to arrest? Are they the ones arresting? The so-called computer told us that they are bringing the Black Maria. Indeed, the IGP confirmed they are bringing the Black Maria there to be able to arrest people on site. There's a very noticeable coordination between the NDC and the state security. And that, for me, is the danger that we're talking about. The NDC knows they will win Akutia. They will not win. Whatever they are going to do, they won't win it.
He actually said they'll win. He said you and your folks are in Accra while they are on the grounds working. And so
he should talk what he wants to talk.
So Richard Jakpa is there to work for the victory of the NDC and also ensure that there's peace in the country.
It's okay. He can say what he wants to say.
You, for instance, he said you are in Accra. You've never stepped foot in Akwetia before. So
well, that's what he knows. That's what he thinks. But the point of it is that what they are doing in Akwetia, is just reviewing what they did in Blekumanov. I'm telling you that when you go to Akwetia now, NDC has several tags in the area, but because of the incidents of Blekumanov, they are beginning to, they have fused them into the community. They are not working in groups as for you to see or identify that these are strange people in town. They mark them and associate them with people in town. Now, the effort they are undertaking, and this is why we are calling the IGP's attention to the fact is that, look, the IGP has promised that he is deploying some 5,000 men there. In a meeting with the police, we requested that every police officer, at least that will be deployed to the electoral area level to be able to police. We want to have their credentials. We want to have their name, their service record, and the service identification.
Did you in the past ask for these records when we're going to do by-elections in this country?
Perhaps no reason gave cause for that to be asked. And I don't know if they did or they didn't, but that would be the NDC they can confirm. But if events are giving you indication that something is amiss, and so that you need to take certain decisions or steps to be able to counter them, then that's what you do. And so we want to know, the indication we're getting is that the NDC, because of the exposure, they suffered in Ablikmano, which is forcing them grudgingly to line these faceless 8 people up for some prosecution or the appearance of whatever it is they're doing, is to now hide their tracks in uniforms.
Okay, let's leave it
there. Okay, so the 5,000 men that we're saying, the IGP should let us know if these are serving police officers. And we want indication to that effect. Otherwise, these individuals that the NDC is training in the shadows are going to be the ones to wear the uniform to make up the number.
Very well.
And that will be troublesome for all of us. So for me, Mustafa can deny all he wants, but the fact remains that the IGP has been notified that this is happening, and we expect the IGP and the police to be able to take steps to foil this thing. Otherwise, the outcome will not be very beneficial for our country and our electoral system.
Thank you so much. That's Richard Ahiagba. He's Director of Communications of the NPP. A few more political related stories before we go. You remember Francis Adainimo? He has announced that he's not going to run in the NPP's flag bearership election. He has cited a number of reasons. For instance, he says inappropriate political timing. He said the January 31 date is not proper. He said a top-down approach he doesn't like. He said the seeming inclination and bias of party executives towards one candidate, and that there's unreasonable and unhealthy monetization of the internal politics. Because of that, he has decided not to engage in the internal primary. So that's Francis Adainimo, engineer. Then another development in the Savannah region, the Ministry of the Interior has issued a statement saying that the Minister for the Interior, on the advice of the National Security Council and by executive instrument, has imposed curfew on the Solar Tuna Kalba Township and its environs in the Savannah region from 6 p.m. to 6 a.m. effective Wednesday, August 27, 2025, until further notice following recent land dispute issues causing security threats in the area. Government continues to urge chiefs, opinion leaders, youth, and people of the area to exercise restraint in the face of the challenges confronting them and to use non-violent means to channel their energies to ensuring peace in the area. So that is information that is coming through from the Savannah region. And then on Point Blank, which is going to happen after the business news, we have the Dean of MMDCs for the OT region joining us. He is the MCE for Karachi West. Please stay.
Eyewitness News. Be there as it happens.
Oh, jump on now. Go. Google me. And what time when you come back, we are not hear the sound of your car? Why you buy new car? No, I not change my car. It be the same, right? It be the fuel way I change. Way one shouts it. Ever since I started using the all-new Excellium Premium Fuel, fortified with 3-in-1 action. Oh, Joe, now my car they run like electric car. No, it's so. This is the type of fuel where they want to. Because now engine they cost. Where they want for way if I buy it, it go protect my engine. And with the small way I buy, I go drive, sir. Absolutely. It's like strapping a turbocharger to your engine and giving it a protector. And what they bust my mind, Seth, be the 3-in-1 action, no? Excellium, they prevent up to 99% of deposit. It be anti-wear, some be anti-corrosion. Won't pay when I open them. Hey, so where can I find this magical fuel? Just head over to any Total Energy service station and your car will thank you. Hey, then make a finish my gobe fast, then rush go Total Energies. My friend, but why you hand my gobe inside? I give you info. Make a fill the gobe too small. Go! Excellium is designed to protect your car engine, decrease fuel consumption, and lower CO2 emissions. Don't say fuel, say Excellium. Choose Excellium, choose quality.
The luckiest everywhere for everyone. Yeah.
This year is going to be sweet. I don't just feel it, I know it, because the Luckiest Season 3 is back.
And I'm about to show you how to grab your golden ticket. Just dial *712# and follow the prompts to purchase your ticket. Or go to theluckiestafrica.com, hit community tickets, and pick your lucky number.
Or let the system do its magic. Choose how much you want to spend from 1 to 5,000 Ghana cedis. You can even buy a ticket for someone else. Be someone's hero. Payment? Easy. Mobile money in Ghana or card if you're international.
one ticket can turn 1 cedi into 500 times more. That's maths we love. Or your community will win 10 times more. So let's get lucky together because luck is everywhere.
Play responsibly, not for persons under 18 years. This promotion is regulated by the NLA on the Caritas platform.
Channel 1 TV has a way of telling their stories. Stories that empower change. Capturing the trending issues, delving into our communities, getting out the voices that matter.
Before the end of this year, some significant improvement would have been noticed on that road. And it's not going to be a 9-day wonder. He's back to site to continue with the project.
Channel 1 Newsroom, CNR, brings you an exhaustive coverage of the day's news. 8 p.m. and 11 p.m. every night.
A lot of responsibility rests on the shoulders of African leaders to create an environment that is conducive to trade and investment. We wish to partner with any nation of the world.
Channel 1 Newsroom captures the exact news temperature of the nation.
Everything in this world is subject to abuse. And that's why there are checks and balances. That's why you have to also go to court and do...
From the northern, western, eastern, and southern parts of Ghana, Channel 1 Newsroom, CNR's got you covered.
People normally enter the boats without the life jackets. We believe strongly that if they were wearing life jackets, their lives would have been saved.
8 p.m. and 11 p.m. every night.
I thought I should contain myself. But he should be careful. He did not win the election on merit. The NDC won the Asokwa election by default. For whatever reason, we, the MPP, we decided to hand over power.
CNR, telling your stories, empowering change. Catch CNR on Channel 1 TV at 8 p.m. and 11 p.m. every night.
Momo. It has made life happen in lots of good ways.
Mr. Kwanzaa, Mr. Insurance claim no.
It has put together beautiful weddings. It has filled the bellies of boys at their favorite watchy joint.
My guy, stop. Who they chop cancel these days?
It has made millions of businesses possible.
We are back in business.
With just a few taps, money moves faster, easier, and safer. Momo understands the weight of your trust in us. We continuously enhance security with features like self-paying reset to help you protect your money. Momo will only call you with 0244 300,000. No MTN or Momo staff will call or ask for your PIN or one-time password. Do not transfer funds to anyone whose identity you have not verified. Do not approve any prompts you have not initiated. Momo, still Wunsaka.
Eyewitness News. Be there as it happens.
Get the details. Every significant financial transaction, every market movement, and all the policies that affect your business. Citi Business News. Be informed.
Time now for Citi Business News on Eyewitness News. I am Ino Saf. Let's settle for the details. The Bank of Ghana has announced amendments to its guidelines on the importation and exportation of foreign currency, introducing stricter compliance measures as part of the country's anti-money laundering efforts. The new rules, which take effect on September 1, 2025, will apply to all travelers entering or leaving Ghana by air, sea, or land, as well as importers. This report has more details.
Under the new guidelines, travelers may carry up to $10,000 or its equivalent without declaration. Amounts above this threshold must be declared using the official foreign currency declaration form from the GRA. Inbound travelers must also show proof of declaration from their point of origin. For outbound travelers carrying more than $50,000, the Bank of Ghana requires additional documents including endorsed foreign exchange bureau receipts or bank slips confirming purchase or withdrawal of the currency. Importers face stricter requirements as well, providing documents such as valid import declaration form, commercial invoices, contracts if applicable, and proof of foreign currency purchase. The Bank of Ghana warns that non-compliance, including false declarations, will result in fund seizures, fines, or prosecution. The guidelines also ban transporting foreign currency through mail or cargo and cover monetary instruments such as cash, coins, checks, bonds, precious metals, and prepaid wallets.
Netole Netiajaho filed that report. Still on the Bank of Ghana, it has issued a stern reminder to the public and businesses that unauthorized foreign exchange transactions, including black market dealings and dollar pricing, remain strictly prohibited under the Foreign Exchange Act 2006. In a public notice, the central bank warned institutions and individuals to cease the practice of quoting, invoicing, advertising, or making payments in foreign currency for goods and services unless duly licensed or authorized.
The bank stressed that the Ghana Citi is only the legal tender and foreign currency cannot be used for everyday transactions such as school fees, real estate, vehicle sales and rentals, airline tickets, hotel accommodation, domestic contracts, retail shopping, or online sales. Exceptions will apply only to expatriates and non-residents who may be invoiced in foreign currency with proceeds paid into foreign exchange accounts with licensed banks. Exchange rates on such invoices must also reflect prevailing commercial bank rates and be benchmarked against the Bank of Ghana's published reference rate. The regulator also reminded the public that foreign exchange transfers for legitimate external payments remain available through the banking system, subject to regulatory thresholds. The Bank of Ghana emphasized that it will strictly enforce compliance, warning that violators will face sanctions and legal action.
Daniel Sakite filed that report. Now, the Consumer Protection Agency is urging DSTV and GoTV subscribers to cancel their subscriptions as pressure mounts on MultiChoice Ghana to review its pricing structure. Earlier this month, the Ministry of Communication, Digital Technology and Innovation fined MultiChoice 10,000 Ghana cedis daily for failing to submit pricing data under the Electronic Communications Act. The ministry also warned the operator could lose its license if subscription fees are not reduced by September 6, 2025. Speaking to the media, Chief Executive Officer of the agency, Kofi Kapito, called on customers to support the campaign by turning off their subscriptions while also endorsing the ministry's enforcement actions.
The CPA supports the minister 110%. The minister has a responsibility, but we, the subscribers, are even more powerful because this is a business transaction. They are selling and we are buying. So if we are saying that their cost of doing business is too high, and for years they haven't listened. As we all know, that not too long ago, they even increased their bouquets. I think just by showing our displeasure, by switching our subscriptions off, to let them know that if they don't reduce it, we'll keep disconnecting our subscription. Basically, it will not become some government interference. It will not become some multinational feeling that the government of Ghana is not happy with them. But we, the consumers who subscribe to their business, are telling them that enough is enough.
Kofi Kapito is Chief Executive Officer of the Consumer Protection Agency. That's all for City Business News on Eyewitness News. I am Inu Safo. Up next is Points Blank.
Eyewitness News. Be there as it happens.
If you know these sounds, you didn't just live through the 90s. You lived the experience. Back then, connection took minutes. Today, it takes a blink. You express yourself with memes. You hold video calls across continents. You say hey to an AI who responds,
"Hello, Kwame."
You order rides, dinner, and dreams all from the palm of your hand. A lot has changed, so have we. For over 3 decades, EcoBank has evolved with you, leading digital banking in Ghana and across 33 African countries, pioneering solutions built around how you live, move, and dream today. From our express points to EcoBank Pay, online banking, and the mobile app, we are where you are. Here for today, ready for tomorrow. Now, that's change, powered by EcoBank.
EcoBank, a better way to bank your way. EcoBank, the Pan-African Bank.
Are you feeling tired after a hard day's work? Have you lost your appetite even for your favorite dish? Viral Blood Tonic is a nutritionally balanced, pleasant-tasting tonic fortified with iron and vitamins to boost your appetite and energy levels for high performance. Viral Blood Tonic, easy to take and good for the family. Viral from Danex Iting Starwin PLC. If symptoms persist after 48 hours, consult a physician. This advert is FDA approved.
Announcing Ghana's first unlimited photocopier leasing. Yes, from just 983 Ghana cedis, you can lease a multifunctional photocopier and print unlimited. Yes, unlimited and free paper every month. Guess what? That's not all. Toners, repairs, and maintenance all are free. And oh, I'm not kidding at all. And we cover the whole country. Yes, the whole country. What are you waiting for? Just visit us at www.valexlease.com or call 0244 644048. I repeat, or call 0244 644048. Remember, terms and conditions apply. Valix Lease, affordable document management solutions.
Eyewitness News. Be there as it happens.
This is Point Blank on Eyewitness News. Point Blank is brought to you by Valix Lease Equipment Limited. With Valix Lease, you are guaranteed affordable document management solutions. On Point Blank tonight, we're going to the OT region. You know, every municipality, every district, every metropolis has a boss called a chief executive. Then among them, there's a chief executive of chief executives called the dean of MMDC. I think there's a national one, and there's also the regional one. So the OT regional dean of MMDC is also the municipal chief executive for Kratchi West, and he's my guest tonight on Point Blank, Prosper Ado. You're welcome to Eyewitness News. Sir.
Thank you.
How are you doing?
I'm fine.
How was the trip from Kratchi East to Accra?
It's rather from Kratchi West.
Kratchi West, sorry. Yes, from Kratchi West.
It's not been easy anyway, but thanks to God, I am here.
Which one? When you say Kratchi West, where is that?
Kratchi West, it starts from Bombodi through Ehiamanchini, Nteusai, Osramai, Monkra, Kwaku, Abujru, Janikrum. Then you enter the district, the municipal capital itself, which is Citi Kratchi. And then from Citi Kratchi, you go to the island communities.
The names you've mentioned don't sound they don't sound Dangbe, they don't sound cheap, but you can sense some words like that in there. Which language is that?
Well,
is it a Kratchi language?
It is Kratchi, but modern is Chi.
Okay.
Ehiamanchene is also Chi, but the people are Kratchi people.
So, but Chi is spoken there?
Chi is spoken, and some other dialects are also spoken.
But you have the Kratchi language itself?
You have the Kratchi language itself.
So you have Kratchi West, which is where you are from?
Yes, please.
Then there's Kratchi East?
There's Kratchi East.
Which capital is that?
That's Dambai, which
That's
is
your
the
regional
capital. Yes, please.
And then you have Kratchi in Chumuru?
Yes.
Which one is that one?
That is Cheneri, is their capital.
So those are three Kratchi municipalities?
They used to be one.
Okay.
And that is Kratchi district.
Okay. Now
then somewhere in 2004, Kratchi East was splitted, and then we have the Kratchi East.
I see.
Then in 2012, Kratchi Nchumbru was also carved again from Kratchi West, and then we have Kratchi Nchumbru.
But in terms of constituencies, they are not called the names that the municipalities have. So
it is the same name, Kratchi East constituency.
So MP for Kratchi West, MP for Kratchi East, and MP for Kratchi Nchumuru.
Yes.
Okay, so those are three. Yeah. How many municipalities do you have in OT region and districts?
We have 4 municipalities and 5 districts.
So which is the other municipality?
The municipality, we have Kratchi West, we have Kratchi East, we have Nkwanta South, and then we have Buim.
So Nkwanta South is the capital being Nkwanta?
Yes, please.
And Buim is where?
Buim is Jasikai.
Jasikai, that's Kofi Adams' place.
Yes, please.
Okay. Then which ones are the districts?
The districts, we have Nkwanta North.
Okay, that's towards the northern region.
Yes, we have Kratchi Nchumru.
Okay.
We have Biakwe. We have Guan.
So which one is the capital for Biakwe?
Biakwe, the capital is Nkonya Nchumru.
Okay.
No, Nkonya Hinkru.
Okay.
Yes, Nkonya Hinkru is their capital.
Which other districts do you have?
We have Guan.
Okay.
And their capital, I think, is Lipe.
Where is Akan? Is Akan a constituency as well as a district?
Akan is KJB. Their capital is KJB.
So is a district called Akan?
It's a district on their own.
And also a constituency.
Yes.
So when you are a dean of these district and municipalities, what does it mean? What do you do?
So basically, it means that you are the leader of the district and municipal chief executives.
I see.
So basically, you become their convener in terms of mobilization for any other thing as far as the region is concerned.
I have traveled through the OT region a number of times, and one thing that stands out when we talk about OT region is the Eastern Corridor, which starts from Tema, but it turns at Asikuma Junction, and then the problems begin when you go inside. What's the state of the Eastern Corridor, based on your knowledge of the region, Volta region, and also OT region? Because
well,
in both regions.
In terms of the status of the roads in OT region, as far as the Eastern Corridor is concerned, when you start from Asikuma all the way to Peve, the road is good. But a little beyond Peve to Hohoi, the road is no good.
Okay.
Then when you enter Hohoi Township, the road is good. But when you are leaving Hohoi from the Zongo all the way to Central Kofi, the road is also no good.
Okay.
But from Central Kofi up to Jasekai, the road is better. Then from Jasekai to Dodo Pepesu, even though the road is also good. If as for that one, they have even asphalted it from Jasekai to Dodo Pepesu. Now from Dodo Pepesu to Nkwanta, that's where we have some potholes and other things on the road.
Okay.
From Nkwanta to Paza, the road is no good at all.
Where the bridge is, the Otidamanko Bridge.
Yes. But when you are going to Damanku, from Paza to Damanku, when you leave Paza a bit, the road is somehow better up to Damanku.
Okay.
Then from Damanku all the way to Welensi, to Bimbila, to Yendi, up to Tamale, the road is better.
So the major challenges are in the OT region.
Sure.
What is this government's agenda to fix that? Because Dodo Pepesu has been in almost every budget, just like the road from Sola to Nakalba. Or yes. So what is this government that you belong to? What's the agenda to fix the part of the Eastern Corridor that is broken in your region?
Well, I think that the recently read budget is being captured and is even under the big push. So before even the budget was read, the road minister, Honorable Kwame Abuja, he came round. He started from Jasekai all the way up to Damanku. And then from there, he also continued from Nkwanta through to Dambai. You know, Nkwanta to Dambai, to the road is no good. It's no good at all. Then when he came to Dambai, he crossed and then also went up to Krachin Chumburu. And Krachin Chumburu, if you get to the capital itself, from Burai, which is the roadside up to the capital, is something. And then from the capital, if you go to Banda, it is no good. From the capital, if you go to Bajamsu, Grubi, Akenim, the road is no good. From the capital, if you go to Anyinamai, Boafre, the road is no good. So every part of the district, if you want to access the capital, is very terrible.
And so this your government will fix it or can fix it?
Oh yes, the government will fix it.
You are very sure?
Very, very sure.
Because you've been in government before.
Some conversations.
This is not a new road.
Some conversations and some documents we are privy to. In fact, just recently the urban roads team came around the region. They taught the whole area. And the kilometers of roads they intend to do in every municipality, every district and municipality is aware.
Okay.
They are currently even doing the procurement processes. So just yesterday, before I left, the urban roads people were in my municipality. They came to open the tender for some roads that they have actually done the procurement processes for people to bid and come and do the work. So yesterday we opened the tender before I actually set off to here.
I see. So we should be expecting some positive news on
very,
the roads.
very positive.
Let's come down to your specific district now. You are the MCE for Kratchi West.
Yes.
What is the situation in terms of decentralization and development? So let's talk about decentralization first. Do you have all the key things you need so that you don't have to go to Dambai or come to Ho or come to Accra?
Well, if it comes to the decentralization, maybe the areas, some of the key things you need to have. OT, the region is somehow different because if you go to other regions where you have all the offices actually put in what the regional capital, OT is not like that. So if you come to OT region, we have the health directorate in Biakwe, and that is situated in Raura.
Okay.
The education directorate, regional directorate is in Jasekai. That is in Buim. So you want the agric directorate is in Nkwanta.
Okay.
You want the feeder roads, the regional office is in Kitikrachi. So that's how the offices.
That's how your region has.
Yes.
So everybody has.
Has one regional office.
But that's at the regional level.
Yes.
What about at the district level?
The district level, I must say that we don't have DVLA office.
Okay. But you have a DVLA office for the region.
We have DVLA.
Or you still have to go to who?
We go to Hohoi.
Hohoi, okay.
Yes.
Okay. Hohoi being Volta region.
Being Volta region.
Okay.
So we don't have DVLA office in Krachi. And I think apart from that, the highways, they have a yard there. Okay. But they don't have any officer there. They only have a caretaker.
Do you have banks?
We have commercial bank, and then we also have Kachi Rural Bank.
Okay. What about hospital? Do you have a district hospital or a municipal hospital?
If it is about hospital, the hospital in my municipality, it serves up to Atebu.
Atebu Amanting?
Yes.
In the,
that's Bono East.
Bono East.
It also serves up to Bimbila, Yendi, and Tamale, because any referral they give from my place is to Tamale.
Wow.
Is to who? It serves from my place all the way up to Urara and beyond.
But do you have clinics to augment?
Yeah, we have clinics. We have one at Osramai. We are currently doing some procurement processes to add a lab to it.
Okay.
We have one at Ehiamanchene. That one has a lab. We have one at Nteusai. We have one at Monkra. And recently the MP has added some other chips compounds as well. And so she has added about 6 or so chips compounds. That is those who are a bit away from the roadside.
Okay.
So she has also provided some.
Who is your MP?
Honorable Helen Adjuantos.
Ntoso. Okay, good. So in terms of health infrastructure, you appear to be okay. But in terms of water, it's a problem, I'm told, in your municipality.
Yes, yes.
Do you have Ghana Water supplying your municipality?
We have Ghana.
Or it's
we have community water and sanitation,
okay.
People who are there. But in terms of their capacity, the municipality is bigger than them. And so if it comes to the dry season, the challenges we have in the municipality is very, very, very difficult, because when you come there, almost about 80% of the water we drink, they are boreholes.
So you rely on borehole?
We rely on borehole.
You don't have a river?
We have the lake surrounded us. Krachi West is basically a peninsula.
Okay.
If you are going to Bono East, you want to go to Kumasi, and you have to cross the Volta Lake.
Okay.
If you are coming to Accra, you have to cross the Oti River. And so it is only north that if you are going, you won't cross.
Okay.
But the lake is not.
If you are going to north, you cross the Otidamanko Bridge.
No, we don't pass.
Okay,
there.
you don't.
We pass through Panda.
Okay,
and then we proceed.
Okay.
So, but the lake that surrounds Krachi, it is not natural.
Okay.
It is artificial.
Why?
It is as a result of the Akosombo Dam.
Oh, so when they created the dam,
when they created the dam, yes. So the original Krachi town is submerged under the water.
Oh.
So this new place is a new settlement that the people, actually our grandfathers, went and settled. And so if you are drilling a borehole, there are some parts of the community you drill a borehole, you won't get water.
Oh.
And those that have water, when it gets to the dry season,
it goes down.
It goes down. And so they find it difficult to get water.
So when the dry season comes, where do your people get water from?
Well, sometimes we fetch from the lake. There are some motor tricycles that goes to the lake to fetch, and then they supply it to people. But the community water people, there are some of the boreholes that even in the dry season, at least they are able to supply some people, but not the entire customers.
What do you think can be the solution to that? As a DCMCA, what can you do?
Well, I think that the best solution for us currently is to get a water treatment plant, because the pipes and everything, the systems are already there.
Okay.
And the community is also closer to the lake. So we'll get a water treatment plant that will draw the water from the lake, treat it, then we supply it to the community. That is the only solution.
Now, this is a bigger problem because just yesterday, while you're on your way here, I was speaking to your regional minister, Honorable Japan, and he told us how you have about 22,000 people who have recorded typhoid fever. And this is as a result of water issues, isn't it?
It is.
Water, sanitation, and hygiene issues.
Yes.
How big a deal is the typhoid problem in your municipality?
The problem of typhoid in my region is something that I will say that nobody should underrate it, because the numbers that are churned out now, we should anticipate more if nothing is done about it.
Really?
Yes.
It is that bad?
Because, one, the water that we drink, like I said, is coming from the lake. And the lake, you have just said the Bagre Dam has been spilled,
opened,
and the water is coming. This current situation we are having is as a result of last year's flooding. And every year, that is what we go through. And you know that when they spill the dam, the water passes everywhere.
Collects everything.
Collects everything. And you know that typhoid is caused by a bacteria. And that bacteria, you will get it when your food is contaminated, or you actually come into contact with these fecal substances. And when the water is spilled and it is coming, it carries everything on its way into the lake.
When you fetch and collect.
And that's where everybody goes to fetch and use for cooking. So the chop bars, the schools, everybody around, that is what they use. So as we are speaking now, if you take your cameras and you go, you start from the savannah region and come all the way, you realize that the color of the water has changed. It's looking like the Galamsey area water. Meanwhile, that is not it. It's a result of the dirt
that is collecting
and pushing all into the lake. And those of us who are even in town, that is the challenge we have. We have an alternative that maybe you have some borehole, you'll be able to buy some sachet water, or you'll be able to buy some bottled water. There are many of our community people or municipality residents who are on the islands.
They have
no machine can go there and drill a borehole. So as for them, whether the water is green, is black, is yellow, that is what they eat, they use in cooking, that is what they bath, that is what they drink.
That's so sad.
So as it is come, so last year when people were talking about the spillage and the consequences and people were donating items, I said, so who will speak for us? Because we go through this every year. As soon as the dam is spilled, you come to our area and every part of the lake is turned. And somewhere along the line, you see that the water, there are some plants that actually also germinates on the water. So you come and you see some part of the water very green, some part of the water like gutter, the water that we get from gutter. And all this water, that is what the community people feeds on.
That's so sad. It means that the issue of typhoid would be a big one.
And so
your minister has assured that you people would deal with this matter.
Oh, yes.
We pray that it succeeds. Before we leave, electricity, you have island communities.
Sure.
You have enough electricity to serve your community?
Not at all. But before we even come to the electricity, I want to use this opportunity to appeal to Minister of Health that they should do something about it as early as possible. Because I know there is vaccination for typhoid. They should immediately at least send some to the region. Make sure that the people are vaccinated against this thing. Because if we don't vaccinate the people, trust me, maybe next year around this time, the figure we'll be talking about will be a different thing. They should also bring some experts, health experts, If you come to the region, even though we have these facilities around, I can tell you that if you go to every facility, out of 5 health workers that are there, you will get only 2 or 3 who are on government payroll. The rest are casual workers. When I took office, I went to the hospital to have interaction with them, and it will shock you that we have close to almost about 100 people who are casual workers. We have written to the regional directorate. They have assured us that they will seek for financial clearance, and up to now we have not heard anything. And so they should do something about it so that it will help us.
Very well. That's a MCA, a local executive asking for assistance for his community. I'm very happy to hear you say this. On electricity, what's the percentage of penetration?
Well, electricity, as far as my municipality is concerned, I can say electricity coverage is about 60%.
We have a lot more people.
We have a lot, because a lot of the people are on the islands.
How can they be solved?
Well, their problem can only be solved by solar.
Okay.
And so I think in 2016 they started some solar projects, and my municipality benefited, Adankope benefited, Krache East they also benefited, Dodoekope, and then if you come to Sini East, Atiga Gome, they also benefited. Just recently the Minister of Energy came there. They came to commission some other ones that will take place, and as I'm speaking, the people are on the ground working.
But you need more.
We need more.
Very well.
We need more.
Mr. DC, same DC. Well, it's the same thing. Just the one is elevated.
Yeah.
Mr. Municipal Chief Executive for Krachi West, Prosper Ado, and Dean of the MMDCs in Oti Region. Thank you so much for joining us for Point Blank.
Thank you.
And we appreciate you driving all the way from your district, your capital again. All the way from Ketekrachi, where my brother Manasseh Azuri comes from.
Sure, he's a brother.
Yeah, he's a villager.
Recently he came home.
He's a villager. Thank you so much for joining us. We really
it means I'm also a villager.
Oh, not your comfort. Thank
you very much.
That would be it by way of Point Blank tonight. Brought to you by Valleys Lease Equipment Limited. Valleys Lease Affordable Document Management Solutions. I am Umaru Sandamano. I did this with Endo Safo, produced by Beverly London, Kwabna Wilson, Juliana Odamia Sari, Manuela Yama, Christopher Kevin Esima, who has interest in Nkwanta in the Oti region, but comes from the Upper East region, just like Manasseh, my brother. Technical support from Daniel Squashy, new media support, Emmanuel Usu and his team. We'll be back tomorrow at 17:30 GMT. Thank you for listening. Up next, we'll bring you a playback of my interview with Johnson Asiedu Nketia, National Chairman of the NDC, on Face to Face.